Good morning, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of our very interesting series on knowing your IGNOU discipline. In fact, in this series, we make it a point to introduce various disciplines to our learners, the various programs which are on offer from those disciplines, and the career prospects which are available to each and every learner who pursue these disciplines. It is indeed wonderful that a lot of learners and prospective learners are joining these programs. And we have seen that over a period of time, a lot of learners have in fact benefited from these programs as far as their feedback is concerned. History is one of those disciplines which has been with mankind right from the beginning of civilization. You cannot imagine a world without history. You cannot imagine a civilization without history. You cannot imagine a country without history. And it is aptly said that persons or countries or civilizations which do not learn from history are often bound to make the mistakes they had once made. So, repetition of mistakes, repetition of unwanted events are basically a result of what we have not learned from history. It is therefore very, very important that each and every person, not only in India, but across the globe, has a clear sense of history, understand their surroundings, understand their background, and understand various other percepts in its entirety. After all, it is again said that if you don't know where you have come from, then how will you know where you are going to? So that is the essence of history, and that is why history is so very important for each of us. Now, today we are indeed very, very fortunate that we have a very, very erudite resource person with us, Professor K.P.Ammukutty, who's currently the assistant coordinator at our Learner Support Center, Vadagara Cooperative College, Vadagara. Madam has a very, very vast experience of being a eminent history teacher in various government institutions. And in fact, Madam has been the head of the department in various institutions as well. And therefore, Madam carries with her the weight of experience of teaching a vast generation of learners who are now well placed in various marks of history in the country and abroad. So it is our proud privilege and indeed an honor to welcome Professor K.P.Ammukutty, our resource person for this day. Before we hear what our eminent resource person has to say on history, the discipline, the IGNOU programs associated with history, and the various other career opportunities with regard to history, it is my duty to start the proceedings with the Kulgeet of the university, which will set in perspective the events of the day to come. So kindly give me a moment.
अनुसंधान की रास दिखाए वंचितों को शिक्षा के अधिकार की ना उम्र का कोई बंधन ना बंदिश लगेगी घर घर है बना शिक्षा का देवालय ये जन जन का विश्वविद्यालय जन जन का विश्वविद्यालय जन का विश्वविद्यालय। देश विदेश पटल पर घोषित नवाचार से सज्जित, गुणवत्ता से परिपूरित, ज्ञानदायी ज्ञान दर्शन, ज्ञान कोश से संचित, ज्ञान कोश से संचित, सर्वगुण संपन्न, शिक्षा का हिमालय, शिक्षा का हिमालय, एक जन जन का विश्वविद्यालय, जन जन का विश्वविद्यालय।
After that very mellifluous rendering of our Kulgeet, we shall set the proceedings for the day in motion. Once again, let me welcome our very accomplished resource person, Dr. K.P.Ammukutty, to take over the proceedings of the day. In fact, Dr. Ammukutty madam has a rich repertoire of knowledge as well as experience of guiding a large number of students as well in various aspects related to history. Madam has been in the forefront of various activities related to the academic aspects of history, historiology, archaeology, and a lot of other divergent subsects of history. Madam is also a person who takes active interest in in many social events and activities. She has a long association with cultural and community level activities in Vadagara and various parts of the state. So we are indeed very fortunate that we have a highly erudite and highly accomplished resource person today who will take us forward into this mesmerizing world of history. So over to you, ma'am, and welcome to the program once again.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Rajesh, sir. I'm very happy to be here with the staff of our regional center explain to the learners about our history discipline. And sir, screen കാണുന്നില്ല. Sir, screen is not clear enough.
Okay, madam, please continue. Please continue.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Today, I would like to explain about our discipline of history, which IGNOU University is providing to the students. We all know that this university started in the year 1985 in the memory of our beloved Prime Minister, Srimati Indira Gandhi. And as far as the work of this university is concerned, this it was founded to serve the Indian population by means of distance and open education, providing quality higher education opportunity. It is clear that now, especially during the COVID situation, etc., from the people from all nook and corners of our country became the learners of this university, and especially the message of this institution reached the marginalized sections of society, especially ladies and also scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, etc. And all these education in this university. And as far as IGNOU is providing so many courses, but here I would like to explain the important course. The first and important undergraduate degree provided by IGNOU is BA General, that is Bachelor of Arts General. So, as far as we are concerned, this discipline of history, especially this bag, we can see that 132 32 credits. And first year, this is conducted as semesters, first and second semester, and 6 semesters. First year 2 semesters, second year 2 semesters, and third year 2 semesters. So for our first semester, we have to, or the learner has to take four courses, and second year also second semester also four course, and 22 credits, and the next second year and third year 28, and again 22. And complete uh, 132 credits we have to complete totally. But as far as this program is concerned, here we are giving importance to multidisciplinary approach. But to understand history, we can also opt other social sciences, especially this sociology or psychology and political science, economics, etc. And also one compulsory course is there about the environmental science, and also skilled papers are there, courses are there, and altogether 132 course 132 credits we have to complete for this. As far as this course is concerned, a learner is getting opportunity to know other disciplines, especially during the current period. We can see that for the understanding of scientific history, the help of other disciplines are also useful. And they have to study one modern Indian language also. Without ignoring the mother tongue or the our regional languages, we could not go forward. So all these are included in this VA general course, and also so many skilled courses are there, skilled disciplines are also in a very useful course as far as the beginners are concerned. And not only that, after completing, the eligibility for joining this course is uh, 12th standard or plus 2 level. And more than that, this course is also intended for the students who are working. For example, suppose one student is becoming a teacher, or after TTC or primary teacher. For that learner, opportunity is provided here to study this VA VA general course. And also, after completing this, the learner can go to higher studies or PG courses. And as a result of this, there is opportunity to get promotion and also fulfill his career. This is about all these courses. And the next one, sir. More important, this is VA honors, and the importance of this course is this is internationally acceptable course, and if anybody wants to go abroad and all these things, the beginner after completing the 12th standard, he can opt this VA honors. So as far as this course is concerned, the total credit for this is 148 credits, and each 22 credits first year, 22 credits second year, then 28 credits this is 24. For this we can opt history as a special subject, and here also chances are there to select other important courses like enhanced ability enhanced course and other skilled courses. And this is also a very important course as far as the students are concerned. So as far as the history of this discipline is concerned, of history is concerned, we learners. And the next course is MA History, and here also the student has to complete 32 credits in the first year and 32 credits in the second year. And this is not a semester course. This is a annual system. And first year, the important course study that is the learner has to study about the ancient and medieval societies. Without understanding the social developments, it is not easy for the learner to go ahead. So political history as well as social history are giving importance here. Both societal development, also world history is given importance. Then special importance is given to history of India and especially economic history of India and political structure. Because without knowing the political structure, we could not go So, postgraduate course offered by Indira Gandhi National Open University is MA History, and the eligibility for joining this course is any degree completed by the learner. So, as far as this is concerned, this is giving importance to all aspects of history, and especially we have to take into account the writing of history or historical method or historiography, which is included here. That is from ancient times to modern period. We are giving importance to the changes which took place in the writing of history. And as a result of this, it is very easy for the students to prepare for competitive exams, etc. And the second year also, uh, besides this historiography, they have to opt 24 credits. And here we get the option to options of environmental science, environmental studies, and also the important papers like urbanization, which is a very important topic, and also uh, the uh, special importance to economic history of India, etc. So, after completing this MA history course, the student is eligible for writing the national eligibility test, which is essential for getting a job in the teaching field or in the collegiate education or as per UGC norms. And these are the three important courses. I would like to wind up about the BAG or BA General, then BA Honors, and also MA H or MA History. And after completing this courses, next I would like to explain the important career opportunities which are open to the history students. And we know the one of the important allied discipline, or that is archaeology. That is history. In simple terms, we can define it as the record of the past. And the record of the past means a major section of our past, we have no written records. So, in the absence of written records, we are depending upon this archaeological source materials. And these archaeological source materials we can divide it into three, namely artifacts or the early monuments, etc., and the epigraphy or the study of inscriptions, and numismatics, that is the study of coins. And Archaeological Survey of India employs archaeologists and entrusted with the maintenance of so many monuments. And also we can see that here the objects which are unearthed, these are with the help of other disciplines, we can date it. For example, we can apply carbon 14 method, dendrochronology, then thermoluminescence, etc. And all these fields, those who completed bachelor's degree or PG degree can take a certificate course or diploma in archaeology, and UPSC, etc., is providing so many opportunities for such learners. Then the next aspect which we are eligible to get jobs, that is the field of museum keeping or museology. That is, it is the specialization in museology. We can one who deal with the design, organization, and management of museums. The work is filled with research, administration, and public relations. For instance, the National Museum Institute offers masters in museology. So, after getting a degree in museology, so many opportunities are provided for these scholars or learners who completed this degree. Then museum curators also we can get, or the opportunities are provided by in this field also. So the next uh, next important aspect, that is archives. That is, a number of archives, are national archives and state archives, are functioning in the different states, and also Delhi National Museum is the National Archives is there. So these archives are experts in preservation, repairing parchment and paper manuscripts, and microfilm documents. They get work in museum, libraries, and the national activities of India, and in different state archives. So we can see that now everything is digitalized, and the knowledge of computer is also very relevant in this field. And as the subject itself means the historians, that is one who took a degree, master's degree in the Nava discipline, he can become an historian. That is, the job is to study and to research history and to communicate it through written or published works. And the prerequisite to becoming a historian is a bachelor's degree in history followed by a master's in specific areas such as political history or military history or social history. And even now we can see that the new fields are adding to this field. And next, history experts also are there. That is, here we can see the experts, that is those who are interested in jewelry or ancient theme is there where in the film field. And also you can write the content, you can become the content writers of these films, etc., or movies, etc. And history expert can go for a production house as a research analyst also. And uh, especially we can see that from early time onwards, there is a scope for becoming a teacher. That is, history, as Dr. Rajesh sir had already pointed out, without knowing our past or without understanding our the activities of our forefathers or the knowledge system behind us, it is not easy for a person to move forward. So, those who have an interest in teaching, they can share their knowledge by becoming a teacher for the primary schools and universities. And also, to be a teacher, you need to have pursued history in your graduation, and you should have pursued B.Ed. And those who are having this PG degree, they can qualify NET exam, and they can work in the higher education sector also. And there are also national level agencies or organizations like ICHR and ICSSR, which provide us ample opportunity for opportunities of employment for this history graduates and postgraduates. And the most important and attractive field which we have to discuss, that is civil services. And history always, we can see that those who are trying to, or those who are preparing for civil service exams, history has always been a favorite subject for the civil service exam, particularly the main exam. And although vast, the syllabus offers many advantages like easy to understand and absorb, and no dearth of study material, and the fact that it covers a key segment of the general studies paper. And here we can see that after completing the IAS and IPS, etc., that is after getting an employment, we can see that to become more prosperous or to thrive in that area, each and everyone should know the history of their region where they are getting employment or they are serving. And also here we can see that it is very essential for us to know the ethno-cultural background of each and every region. So these are the most important areas where we get employment. And not only that, recently we can see that in the field of tourism also ample opportunities are there for employment. So as one learner, you can see that when we completed or when we utilized the opportunities provided by Indira Gandhi National Open University, there are ample for each and every one. It is necessary or it is easy to take a degree here. As such, we can see that especially so many girls who did not go to the colleges or so many are dropouts from their studies, they can easily join this course and they can obtain a degree from this university. And here, one more thing I would like to say or explain is that as students, they are doing some projects and also they are trying to know more about the society and to be a very good social being or within their family, or also everyone should know something about the history. So without the knowledge of history, we could not move forward. And it is said that that is an unending dialogue between the past and the present, as put by famous historian E.H. Carr. So we can say that this subject or history, after understanding this in all fields, for example, each family or each region is preserving a system of knowledge of its own. But to know about that system of knowledge, or through memories or through local memories, it is must for the individual to know about the history to become a very good social being. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for that very exhaustive explanation of not only the IGNOU programs, but also aspects related to the career opportunities that our history programs hold for our learners. And further, you have also given a whole ecosystem within which history actually works in the society, and how we as individuals could benefit a great deal by putting ourselves into that ecosystem and taking decisions on the basis of that. Thank you once again for that very informative and thought-provoking lecture, ma'am. I'm sure students from not only this region but also from other regions will benefit a great deal from your exposition, ma'am. And talking about history in general, one thing that comes to our mind is that history today is closely associated with all other disciplines as well. Today, we have a history of mathematics, we have a history of physics, of chemistry, of, in fact, evolution of the universe. Of course, that is more basically ingrained in the historical thought processes. And whichever discipline you wish to take, history is definitely an integral part of that discipline. And that makes the study of history very, very important for us. And from the narrow perspective of an individual, definitely history gives you lot many job opportunities, especially when you attempt all these competitive examinations. History is an integral part of the general studies, as well as when you take up examinations like the civil service examinations, you could benefit a great deal by taking history as one of the optionals itself. So history, if we talk generally about history, the limits of history are endless. It is as broad as our universe itself. So, to be able to be in a position to take advantage of this, you have to, in fact, join one of the programs of programs associated with history, and that will give you a great deal of benefit. And in recent times, UGC has liberalized its norms. Now there is this possibility of, in fact, taking two graduation programs simultaneously. So even if you are a student of any regular college, you have the option of taking IGNOU's distance education program in history as far as graduation is concerned, and that will give you great deal of benefit as well. Moving further, in order to give a broad perspective of IGNOU's admission process and admission modalities, we have a small video which will, I am sure, going to help you in taking admission in IGNOU. So give me a couple of moments so that I can mount this video. Thank you, everyone, for joining this morning broadcast on our YouTube channel. In fact, I am very hopeful that all of you will be taking admissions in IGNOU's programs. As you all know, IGNOU's programs are very flexible. You can write your examinations anywhere in the country. You can change your study center and regional center according to your wish, and that too throughout the country and even in international centers. In certain countries, IGNOU does have international centers also. And if you look up the list, you can change your study center as well as examination centers to those international centers as well. And IGNOU also gives the flexibility of writing examination twice a year, which is quite rare as far as Indian universities are concerned. And the best part is that you get your results within a limited period of 60 days. And that gives you enough time and opportunity to plan your career ahead. And there are a number of other flexibilities which IGNOU offers. And remember that IGNOU is the university which was ranked as A double plus by NAC in its very first round of accreditation. And that is a very rare achievement for a university in India. Plus, let me also put through that in the National Innovation List, which has been published by the government, IGNOU ranks on the very top of innovation rankings in this country. So, taking up all these aspects, I think it's a very good time and an exciting time to join IGNOU. And all of you would be gaining a lot of positives by joining the history programs of IGNOU. Let me emphasize once again that the admissions are open till the 12th of August. So do not waste any further time in signing up to any of the IGNOU programs, not only the history programs, but also the plethora of programs which are on offer for the July 2022 session. And once again, I would like to state that if you take admissions by the 12th of August, you will be exploring the wide range of courses on offer at IGNOU. And therefore, it is, as I stated earlier, it is a very, very exciting time to join IGNOU with all the new and really innovative programs that the university offers to its learners. So be a part of this university, be a part of the wonderful big family, which is 40 million and more big and spread across the world. So I welcome you all to the IGNOU family. Do not take any further time in joining the IGNOU programs. And before we leave, it is once again my duty to thank Professor K.P.Ammukutty, Assistant Coordinator, Learner Support Center, Vadagara, who has taken time out of her very busy schedule to join us on this morning broadcast, but has put in perspective the wide range of options which are available to a history student. Earlier, we used to think that history has a limited number of options, but after listening to what Madam has to say today, it is very clear that the limits of history are indeed limitless. So let us all take advantage of the vast ocean of opportunity that the history programs offer to its learner. Thank you once again, Madam, and thank you for joining us in this
Thank you,
morning
sir.
as per our request. And thank you all the participants today who have taken time out of their busy schedule to join this program. And I also thank all the back-end operatives at IGNOU Regional Center Vadagara who have made this program possible. Thank you, one and all. And we will soon join with another program in this series.